right, guys, we are on chapter 29 of One for the Murphys. This chapter is called Friend or Fiend. At school, Tony acts as if she's never spoken to me ever. She sits in Reuben's class in another seat, and when I call her name at the end of the period, she bolts. I'm surprised how much I miss hanging out with her, even on the days she never shut up. I follow her out of Reuben's room. I must be desperate because I know how this will end, but I have to try anyway. Tony, please wait! She doesn't turn around, but she does speed up. I jog past her and turn to stand in front of her. She stops, spins, and walks the other way. I drop my backpack and move in front of her again. Just let me explain, I plead. This time, when she turns away, I reach out without thinking and grab her arm. She whips around. Touch me again, and I'll remove your fingers for you. She sounds angry, but she looks like she could cry. I'm really shocked, and I feel horrible. Leave me alone, Connors. She storms off, but I follow. She pushes open the door to the faculty bathroom. I hesitate and then follow. No one is in there, thank God. You owe it to me to listen. She whips around. Oh, that's ironic, coming from you, talking about what I owe you. What do I owe you, Carly? The truth? How about the truth? You're right. I should have told you, but I was afraid. Afraid of what? I told you everything. Everything. I told you about my dumb name and my lousy mother and my father who doesn't care enough to answer my emails half the time. I never kept anything from you. I never knew her dad didn't answer her emails. Her voice gets louder as the hallway is empty outside. The bell has rung and everything is quiet. Tony stares at the floor, and the only thing I can hear is her trying to catch her breath. Carly, I trusted you. Every day you talked about your mom and dad and brothers, and every day was a lie. I'm sorry. I'm so sick. She holds in her crying. I know that look. I'm so sick of people telling me one thing, and being another. When will someone just tell me the truth? I thought you were different. She motions toward my clothes. Even with this hopeless wardrobe of yours, I thought you were the real deal. I thought you were my friend. You're right. I'm a jerk. A liar. I don't deserve another chance, but please give me one, please. I'll never ever lie to you ever again. Yes, you are all those things. At least you're being honest for once. I yell. I'm surprised, but I do. Fine then. Great. Listen, you go on endlessly about Elphaba and how great she is and how everyone judges her on how she looks and it isn't fair, and you do the same thing, Tony. The same thing. What are you talking about? You talk about my hopeless wardrobe as if I'm wrong because it's different than yours? I haven't seen that show, but I bet Elphaba will give Glinda another chance. None of that has anything to do with you. You're a liar. Yeah, well, you're not perfect either, but you were still my friend. But I didn't lie to you. That's the difference. I'm sorry, Tony. So sorry. I wish I could take it back. Please give me another chance. I feel silly for begging, but I decide it's worth it. She shifts her weight from one foot to the other. I don't know, Connors. I just don't know. So what don't you know? I ask. She shakes her head. I have to go, she says, leaving me standing alone, wondering how I can keep messing things up as much as I do. Now we're on chapter 30, Sunk by the Bell. Chapter 30 is called Sunk by the Bell. The next morning I come downstairs. I like these early mornings when the boys are all sleeping. I smell cake. Real, honest-to-goodness cake. Miss Murphy is covering yellow cupcakes with homemade chocolate frosting. A good thick layer of it. I can't wait to have one. I hop to the counter. She holds up a wooden spoon. Forget it. I'll tell you the same thing I tell the rest of them. These are for Adam's class today. There are 24 children in the class, so no, I can't spare just one. Excuse Oakley in the background. She's awake, but I've got to finish this first. Do you really think that a wooden spoon can keep me from 24 cupcakes? Didn't Family Services warn you of my violent tendencies? She seems to consider this, shaking her head in light disapproval. And I wish I hadn't said it, especially since Miss McAvoy could be ringing the doorbell at any moment. What? I ask. I was just kidding about the violent tendencies thing. I don't like it when you describe yourself in a negative light. I don't like to hear you say bad things about yourself, even if you are kidding. God love the woman, but she's just a bit over the edge. I tell you what, I'll tell you how beautiful I am if you give me a cupcake. She holds up her deadly wooden spoon again. Carly Connors, you really are beautiful, but beautiful or not, there will be no cupcakes for you or the rest of them. She thinks I'm beautiful? She goes back to frosting. So, did you get a chance to talk to Tony? She asks. Yeah, but it didn't go that well. Sometimes people need some time, that's all. It'll be okay. I hope she's all right. I hope she's right. The doorbell rings. She goes to answer it while I plot how to steal some frosting. I hear Miss Murphy's happy voice. "Oh, Miss McAvoy, please come in." Oh, no. I'm sorry to be so early, but I added this to an already insane schedule. "Oh, is there news?" There's a pause. "Not that I've heard. I just need to make sure Carly's okay." "Carly?" Miss Murphy calls me like she's confused. I appear in the foyer. Miss McAvoy's eyebrows jump. "Well, you look okay. Better than okay, actually." "Is this something Family Services does routinely?" Miss Murphy asks. "Oh, no, actually, Carly called me expressing an interest in leaving." "Carly?" The pain in Miss Murphy's tone rips into me. Is that true? I look at the floor. Miss Murphy stumbles over her words. Are are you here then to take her away from us?" "Take her away from us?" "No, I'm here to see if she's doing okay. Make sure she's in safe hands." What have I done? I never thought of it like this. Well, I did, but I guess I didn't. I look up and Miss Murphy stares at me with such sad eyes, and I wish she were just mad at me. Mad is so much easier than this. "Carly," Miss Murphy asks me, "do you want to leave? If you do, you're free to go. No, no, I burst. "Don't make me go. I'm sorry. I don't know why I called. I made a mistake. I don't want to go. Please don't make me go." "Well, normally I'd take a look around," Miss McAvoy says, "but I have a feeling that things are well in hand." "Yes, they are," Miss Murphy says, glancing at me. "I'm sorry you had to come all this way for nothing." Miss McAvoy leaves with a softer face than I've seen before. I'm such a jerk. After she leaves, Miss Murphy turns to me and shakes her head. "I just don't get it. I don't understand, Carly." I want to cry, but my body won't let me. It's just that I can't look at her anymore. I don't belong here. I'm not one of you, and this whole thing it's just all just too nice. "Well, you mean you don't want it to be nice here?" "Well, not like that. No, it's just too nice for me, I guess." I glance only long enough to see confusion. "Carly, are you saying that you don't belong here because it's too nice? You asked to leave because we're too good to you?" Yeah, maybe that was it. I think it was. I nod. "Oh, Carly, how can that be?" "I hate it." Her eyes widen. "You hate it that we're good to you?" "No, well, I guess," my voice drops. "I hate it that I don't hate it, that you're good to me." Her fingertips touch her lips and her eyes fill with water. I just want to crawl out of my skin. "My God, Carly," is all she says for a long time. I stay, though. I guess I trust her enough to want to know what she'll say. "You deserve everything good the world has to offer. You deserve a family that loves and cares for you." 1, 2, 3, 4. She touches my arm, which yanks me back. She continues. "Carly, look at the person you are. It's phenomenal the strength you have." She brings her hand to her forehead. "It just isn't fair, but I know, I truly know." 16, 17, 18. "Carly? Huh? You deserve what we have to offer and more." Her voice cracks again. "And so much more." I stiffen. "How can you say those things?" I yell. "You don't know those things." I step away. The pain in my throat and the wetness in my eyes scare me. I don't know why bad things make me stronger and nice things make me weak. "I do know, Carly. I've lived with you for 6 weeks now. I watch you with my boys and the sweet things you do for me. Don't you think I've been paying attention? Give me a little credit." She tips her head and smiles a sad smile. And that's the thing. Most of the time it wasn't like my mother told me I was anything, good or bad, but when Miss Murphy tells me I'm smart, I am. And when she tells me I'm funny, I am. When she tells me how thoughtful I am, I become that way. I swear, if she told me I was a duck, I'd be checking my high tops for webbed feet. "Carly," she says. I wonder why she always says my name. "You're so strong, strong enough to hide all this pain that you hold on to. But I think it's time to let it go." It's weak to cry. It's for suckers. "Oh, Carly, it isn't weak, honey. It's human." My insides swirl as I try to deny my body its right to tears. I begin to tremble, but fold my arms and stiffen my back, trying to keep it away. I count the spindles on the staircase, but it doesn't seem to be helping this time. I have to go. "Carly, you don't have to do this." I hesitate, my feet wanting to run and my head wanting to wait. "Stay with me," she says. Spinning away, I run, making 13 stairs and only 6 steps. I go to the bathroom and turn on the water. I put my finger in the stream and watch as the stream becomes 2 streams. I count the splashes that land around the bowl of the sink. I close my eyes against the bright lights, willing my body to calm down. The swirling settles into my stomach with a thud. I wish I could feel like I matter to someone for real. I just want a place to belong. But I'm so different from the Murphys, from everyone here. And then something tells me, a part of me that I don't hear much, maybe you're not so different. And that's where we're going to stop today. All right, guys, be sure to tune into the Flipgrid discussion.